The Police Portfolio Committee kicked off with tributes from MPs and various entities to former Chair Tina Joemat-Pettersson, who passed away last week. An acting committee chair, the ANC's Albert Siyabi, has been appointed. Moving on to the presentations, Hawks boss Lieutenant General Godfrey Lebeya gave a breakdown of cases his team dealt with. But one case in particular stood out. It was the prosecution of a former head of Department of Human Settlements in the Free State who was found guilty of contravention of the Public Finance Management Act.
In return for this conviction, the court returned the sentence of 10 years imprisonment, which is suspended for 5 years on count 1, and 5 years imprisonment, which is suspended for 5 years on count 2.
To this, MPs said the country, as well as hard-working SABC members who deal with these investigations, are being failed by the criminal justice system.
We must look at this issue. I mean, I think if I ask General Lebeya how many hours have been put into this specific case, we will hear it's hours and hours and hard work. And then I can just understand how the investigators feel because of their hard work, and in the end, the person is just walking around.
If we look at the Free State issue, there was 1,229 statements made. And at the end of it, the gentleman was sentenced to 10 years, suspended. This person was not a junior office bearer. It was the HOD for housing. So justice is definitely failing us here.
Police Minister Bheki Cele agrees.
It's not only this one that really you sit down and you look at it. As it said, this is not a junior member. This is not a junior member. And I can imagine that it can't be hours, Dr. Groenewald. Should be the days. Should be really the days. Should be a lot of resources, cars and everything. Sometimes employing forensics and all those kinds, because these are very complicated cases. Forensics, and they're paying extra money. And indeed, 10 years, that you look at it, you say, yes, maybe that is a good equity.
Yes, cases like this cast a shadow over the hard work being done by diligent SABC members. He says he has raised this matter before and suggests that the committee sit down with all the departments in the criminal justice sector. Abra Babia, SABC News, Parliament.